Hi everyone, you got Frankenfoot here, and if you ever had a base you wanted to get 3-starred by GoBoLaLoon, this is how you'd lay it out. Now let's watch. Some minions come in and start establishing a funnel up here, and you'll see a golem come down here with 2 wizards to start establishing a funnel on the southeast side, and another golem will come down up top. One test wall breaker comes down, and then 3 more come down once the wall has proven to be safe and bombs have been tripped and blah blah blah. King, queen, and bowlers come down. Now you'll see the clan castle troops have come down and they're on top of the queen, so it's a great spot to drop 2 poison spells and watch the chaos unfold. A rage spell comes down upon the entry. Dropped a heal spell earlier than I might would have liked, just because I couldn't see the bowlers, I couldn't see what they're doing, so I decided to be safe rather than sorry. And the king and queen and golems have moved into the core and are proceeding to annihilate air defenses. And you have a GoBoLaLoon coming in from the northwest. And pretty much wreckage just ensues at that point. You've got a Tesla farm popping up down at the south, which is a great thing for a hound to fly into, but the hound decides not to fly into it. And then he finally decides to fly into it, and the queen has just decided to take out all the Teslas, and I've got yet another unpopped hound. I think I might be the king of failing attacks on the basis of unpopped hounds. But all you got left are these little dinky air sweepers, and I've got 4 balloons in the tank, brought archers in for a cleanup on these builder huts, and that's pretty much it. So let's talk about why this was such a wonderful base for this attack strategy. Well, there's a very obvious place to enter this base. So with your kill squad, you want to move into the core, you want to take out at least 2 air defenses, and you want to take out the queen and clan castle troops. And wouldn't you know it, this guy has put 1, 2, 3, 4 air defenses right together here. So if you can just manage to get bowlers or the queen or anything in here that can wipe out buildings quickly, you're looking at taking at least 2 of these guys out. Maybe 3, maybe 4, who knows. If I had bigger cojones, I would have not even brought 2 hounds. I'd have just brought 1 on the basis that at least 3 of these air defenses are going to fall. But my cojones are not that big. And I've seen things fail too many times. So it's nice to have those hounds in the bank, and then they pop, and then they clean up faster than balloons. The other thing I look for is the expos. I want to engage 1 expo at a time. And as you come in here, you will take out this expo with the bowlers or the queen before this expo has engaged if you come in from this side. So great place to come in. He's left 2 buildings here and a couple buildings here to help draw troops into the core. So that was very nice of him. And most of these buildings on this side are out of range of anything that can hurt air, so you can get a nice little funnel with minions. And if you look at the clan castle and where the queen is, you've got this nice space here where they're both going to engage. And so you can share a poison spell in between the queen and the clan castle troops. Now, that's pretty much it. There's not much else to say other than that. I mean, this is just a great base for this army composition. So vision bowlers coming in, they'll wreck all these things, they'll wreck these things, they'll wreck these things, provided you can keep them alive long enough. So you're looking at taking 2 wizard towers as well as the air defenses here. So that's pretty much it. We'll watch it one more time, but I don't have a whole lot to say other than that. I dropped 2 minions here to establish a funnel. This guy was far enough away I didn't care about it. 2 wizards over here after the golem came down to take care of these guys. No, sorry, 2 here. This guy doesn't really matter. He's so far away. So we left these 2 buildings up. Yeah, sounds right. And then you send... we'll talk about the wall breakers. So the golem's going to be beating on this wall here. If you drop him over here, he's going to walk in between these 2 gold storages and go for the cannon there. Chance he might walk this direction, but I was pretty sure he's going to walk in this direction. We'll see what he actually did. Then one test wall breaker, I've learned to do that to make sure if you put a bomb one square out, it will ruin all of your wall breakers. Or if you put a spring trap right against the wall, it will take care of all your wall breakers. So you just don't know. So I've learned to bring 4 wall breakers, 1 test, and then 3 to get it in there. The challenge with that is if you start taking out these buildings behind the wall, your wall breaker pathing is going to change. So you've got to take that into account. Then imagine these buildings are gone, these buildings are gone, the hole's over here, so I'm going to drop the king on this one, and he's going to take out that and move in this direction. Then the queen and bowlers come down on this one, and they'll take that out and then move into here. I'm putting a jump spell here. Don't want things to wander into there. I'd rather them wander in this direction, because bomb tower's not going to help me with the LaLoon portion of the raid. And so they take out these buildings are going to wander over here, and these buildings are exposed too. Eventually things will take the jump and go into the core, where they will proceed to take out the air defenses. Alternatively, you can see you can probably share one EQ spell with all of these air D, and you can probably do some real damage with a dragon attack, Dragon or Zapquake LaLoon or what have you. As far as the clan castle, this is a fresh hit, but they've putting baby dragons and balloons and adult dragons and things like that. So I was pretty sure double poison would take care of it. As far as the LaLoon portion, I anticipated there'd be at least 1 air D up by the time I started the LaLoon, which was okay because he's got all his cannons and stuff out here, so that's not going to hurt the balloons. And if a hound is sitting on one of these two, they're going to tank for this archer tower and possibly this wizard tower too, and this archer tower. So not a whole lot that can hurt the balloons as they make their way down. So that was nice. So start the LaLoon over here. Your air sweepers are down here, which I guess is supposed to stop a queen walk. I'm not really sure. The space looks like it might be designed to be anti-queen walk, but who knows for sure. And that's pretty much it. And so my intent was the LaLoon would move through the base this way, and these air sweepers may or may not ever even engage, really. And then I'll save some balloons, just drop one on each air sweeper, because wasn't sure where the Teslas were, but there might be a Tesla farm here, but they might be here. It did turn out to be there, but yeah, just save some balloons to drop on these air sweepers if they become kind of a pain in the butt at the end. All right, so let's watch how it unfolded. So you see the minions coming down outside of range of anything up here, and you'll see the golem, or outside of range of air attack, I should say. 2 wizards here being very judicious with the wizards. Golem pathed like I wanted him to. Test wallbreaker comes down. Kapooey! He explodes. 3 more come down. Kapooey! 1 suicide wallbreaker walks into the queen and gets roasted. So then you saw the king come down here. Queen and bowlers come down here. First poison down, second poison down. Slows down the queen more than anything else. Those balloons probably put a good hurting on those bowlers. So, or on the golems. So you see the heal spells down here. I normally like to wait, but if you go back and you look, all my bowlers are behind the balloons, which A means I can't see them, and B means they might be about to get roasted. So I dropped down that heal spell earlier when I'd like. It turned out to help me out here because they walked into double giant bombs here, which would roast your bowlers. But thankfully the heal spell got them up, and they made it through. So anyway, so taking a look, you've got your jump spell here. Whoa, look at that nuclear bomb explosion. Holy crap. You got a bowler wandering around here, but you do have golems moving into the core. You do have the queen that's about to move into the core, and the king is already in the core. So these bowlers decide to step over here outside of the range of this golem. And if I just moved my heal spell just a smidge closer, if I could have just been a little bit more patient on that, they would get being healed right now. But they make it through. And now 3 air defenses are down. I'm not waiting any longer. I'm sending out the LaLoon. That hound absorbs a crap load of mines and things like that. And but there's one right behind it to replace him. So I guess it was good that I brought 2. Or I would not have any air tank at the moment. And of course, now all their air defenses are down, and yeah, the bowlers and the queen and the core with a little bit of tanking is a magnificent thing. And the base is just shot at this point, just completely annihilated. So, yeah, I don't profess to have any great knowledge or power or ability, but I do know that that base was designed specifically for this attack strategy. I did take two fewer. I did take some fewer, three fewer wizards to make room for the minions and to make room for these archers, because I did not want to run out of the clock. Anyway, yeah, I could have swagged that haste spell, but I didn't see it because I had like 90,000 different things I could drop, and it was scrolled off, and I forgot that I had it. Plus, I'm trying to not drop haste spells when I'm not sure if my hounds are going to pop because I don't want to take things out faster. I want the towns to absorb damage, which isn't really helping. But anyway, there you go. One more in the bank.